Okay, peeps, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about the YieldMax ETFs that have outperformed. This is going to be the YieldMax Weekly Technical Analysis. Let's get it. So Tesla currently is an underperformer. Basically, we're sitting here at support between 11 to 1150. The next target would be 1260 to 1340. If you guys follow us on X, you would see that we're actually talking about the underlying on Tesla. So go ahead and do that. You'll be able to see some of the chart patterns that we're looking at there, but Tesla is actually looking pretty bullish right now. Coney is massively outperforming. If you're looking for a buy or a pullback, your pullback target here would basically be between 22 to 2250. We do currently own some shares. We're buying basically in anticipation of the bull run next year. As in terms of Appley, it's hasn't really outperformed or underperformed. Basically, we've come back and tested this previous support term resistance, which could turn into support again. The zone is between 1960 to $20. Your low here is roughly around $18 a share. So it has come back a little bit, which is definitely nice, I would say. ORC is still in this downward channel. We have bounced off of it. We've moved from roughly about $11.60 a share all the way up to now almost $14. So that's pretty good. We need to get a break above this resistance between 14 and 14.90. So at least a $15 close or higher to move up back up to roughly about $18 a share. AMZ, I would say, has definitely outperformed. So your sell target, if you're going to sell, is between 21.80 and 22.20. Your buy zone is $20 down to 19.70. Facebook has definitely massively outperformed, I would say, not as much as Coney, but still looking pretty good. So the I would say resistance turns support now is between $21 and $20.80. If it drops below that, you're looking at $18.30 to $17.80. Google, which is the GUI ETF, we are actually buying this currently in small amounts. So the current support we're trying to retest and break above is $18.10 to $18.50. If it gets above that, the next resistance is $19.50 to $20, roughly about $20. This one has underperformed, unfortunately, but it could always definitely move back up. I mean, Google is one of the Magnificent Seven. MSFO, which is based on Microsoft, has definitely outperformed. Your buy zone would be between $21 and $21.25. Sell zone would be between $22.80 and $23. DISO, which is based on Disney, pretty much neutral. So your current support zone, which you could be buying at and potentially looking at a massive rip to the upside, between 2040 to 2060. Resistance would be 2160 to 2180. If we take a look at NVIDIA's not really doing much, honestly, just kind of sideways, not bullish, not bearish. So supports between 1960 to 2040 and resistance between 24 to roughly about $25 a share. Enfley is also not really outperforming or underperforming. It's just kind of in no man's land at this point. So support is at 15 to 1550. Resistance between 1880 to roughly about $20.20. So if we scroll down a little bit here, we'll take a look at the rest of these. So you got Zomo. This one has been underperforming. I can tell you guys the main reason why that is because oil's been selling off. So the U.S. is currently, I think, pumping out 13 million barrels of oil a day or something. It's supposed to be a record. So, it's supply and demand. When there's more supply, the demand or the price is going to go down. That's typically how it works. So underperformance there. Although if you did buy, you'd be buying on the cheap. PayPal has definitely, or PYPY has outperformed. So supports between 1760 and 1780. Resistance is between 1980 and $20.20. AMDY has outperformed. This one, your current buy target would be between 2060 to 2020. We basically broke out of this inverse bump and run pattern here, and it's been basically upside ever since. JPMO, again, not doing much of anything. So support is between 1830 and 1850. Resistance between 2040 and 2070-ish, roughly in that area. Squee, very similar to Coney, massive outperformance. I believe the reason is because Square owns Cash App, and you can exchange or buy and sell Bitcoin on Cash App. So that's obviously very good for the price of Square. With crypto going up, Squee's been going up with it. So support would currently be between $20 and $21.50. AIYY, which is the C3 AI YieldMax version here. Not doing much. Support between 1808 and 1950. Resistance between 2080 and 2140. Although do understand that C3 AI, I have actually seen personally that it went up 50%, if you can believe that, in a single day. I have seen that before when I was swing trading, so just something to keep in mind. It could be potentially very bullish. So support currently on MRNY, which has definitely outperformed, is between 1950 to 1980. Below that, you're looking at $17.70 to $18. Just something to keep in mind. The YieldMax ETFs that have Bitcoin and crypto exposure that could potentially go up for the next year and a half straight, because the Bitcoin and crypto bull run's coming in the next year, and Bitcoin is supposed to have its halving next April. So those companies, or I should say in this case YieldMax ETFs that have exposure to those would be Tesla, Coney, OARC, and then you also have Squee as well. Those all have exposure to at least Bitcoin, if not crypto. So anyways, hope you all enjoyed this content. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see y'all later. Peace.